Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss part 4 in lesson number 6. So it's working with tables. Okay, and in that working with tables we are going to discuss how to insert a table in our Word file. So first of all, we'll see what is a table and why we are making use of tables in Word. So first of all, a table is a grid with a specified number of rows and columns. So table is nothing but it is a combination of rows and columns. So tables can often be used as an alternative to spreadsheet. So we already know in that word processor package. For example, we are now discussing about OpenOffice Writer. Okay, so if you take MS Office package, you have MS Word. Spreadsheet, you will have spreadsheet. Okay, so MS Excel, in the name of MS Excel you will have MS Paint, like that. So here in OpenOffice Writer, we too have OpenOffice Calc. Okay, so that is spreadsheet. So to organize materials. So a well designed table can help readers to understand better what you are trying to convey. Okay, instead of typing all the details in MS Word itself, if you are having like this tabular column, it will be easy for you. For example, here you can have serial number 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here you can have name. Here you can have their address. Here you can have their phone number. So for if you want to take the first student detail, it's enough that you see the first row. Okay, so this is column and this one is row, and the first row will be your table heading. So you will have serial number, name, address, mobile number, like that. Okay, now you have two methods to create a table. Okay, so you have two methods. So how to create a table is, the first method is by clicking table icon. Okay, so if you click this table icon, see here, place the insertion point where you want the table to appear. Click the down arrow to the right side of the table icon. Here you can have this, the inverted triangle mark. Okay, so in the drop down grid, select the number of rows and columns for the table. The table will appear at the location of the insertion pointer. So we can see this with an example. See here, so this is the table icon. So if I want my table here, okay, so insertion point is here now. So this is the table icon. So once I click this drop inverted triangle mark, here I can see a grid of tables. Okay, so just by dragging I can create a table. See here. Okay, so that's all. Click it and your table will be here. So that's what they have said there. So place the insertion pointer where you want the table to appear. Click the down arrow to the right side of the table icon. In the drop down grid, select the number of rows and columns of a table. The table will appear at the location of the insertion point. Okay, then method 2. So this is by making use of insert table dialog box. Okay, so the insert table dialog box will be in table menu, table, insert table, or you can press Ctrl plus F12. Okay, so once you press it, you will have the dialog box which you can see here. Like so, this is your insert table dialog box. Okay, so see here. So again I will have my insertion point here. So insert, so just I am clicking it. So here you can see insert table. So if I click here, I will get a insert table dialog box. So here I can choose give the number of columns and number of rows as I require. Okay, so for example, if I want 3 rows and 5 columns, just click OK. That's all. Okay, so this is the second method. And now So once after creating the table, what you should do is, see, select the number of rows and columns, as I said, 5 rows and 3 columns, or whatever it may be. So give a name to the table in the name text box. Okay, so select the heading checkbox to define the first row in the table as the heading. Okay, so here you can see all those details. So here see your name, so you can give a name to your table. So you can choose columns and rows, how many columns and rows you want. So here if I press heading checkbox, automatically the first row will be as your heading. And border, okay, so border in the sense all the 4 sides of a table you will get a border. Okay, so that's what is said there. Then select the repeating heading checkbox to repeat the heading row if the table spans more than one page. See, for example, if your table is too big, so the table will go to the second page. So for second page, first row you will, if you want the same heading as your first page table means, so you should press the repeat heading. Okay, for example, in the first page you will have heading like this. So you will have heading like here, serial number, name, address, contact number, Aadhaar number. So if this table is too long, and if it is getting to the second page, and if you check the repeat heading checkbox, the first row heading, it will be repeated in the second page also. So that is the use of it. Okay, then select the don't split table checkbox to prevent the table from spanning more than one page. So if you check this, if you select this checkbox, don't split table, if you select it, your table will not go to the second page. Okay, it will span and it will compress the size of a table, and it will give in the first page itself. And then last one is border checkbox. As you see here, this is the border checkbox. So this is don't split table checkbox, this is heading checkbox, and if you click this heading, this will be enabled. So repeat heading. Okay, then the next one is auto format button. Okay, so auto format dialog box. So this is a predefined styles for a table. Okay, you can choose from this auto format dialog box. You will have many styles and formats. So from that also you can choose the colors and how the heading should be, how the size should be, like that. Okay, so for that what you should do is, you should click view, toolbar, table. So if you click view menu, inside that you will have toolbars, inside that you will have table. So in that table it will bring you the table formatting toolbar. Okay, see, for example, I will show. So here I have I have created a table. Okay, I have created a table. So here is the table icon, and here if you see the table tools, you will have a design part. Okay, so since I am using Windows 10, everything will be different, but once if you choose view, toolbar, table, so your table formatting toolbar will appear. So here in my system it will be like this. Okay, so this is the table formatting toolbar. Okay, so here you can see several predefined styles. See here, for example, once if I select here, you can see the changes happening here. Okay, so if I want this color, or if I want this, or if I want this, you have several formats. Okay, see, for example, if I want this, just click it, that's all. Okay, so inside you can create the select, and here you can have, if my table's line should be in white color, I can give like this. So like this I can change my styles and colors of my table. Okay, so if none of the predefined auto formats have the desired characters for your table, you can tune the format of the table or a particular cell with the contextual table toolbar. Okay, so how to open it? Open the toolbar by placing the insertion pointer inside a table cell, or select view, toolbar, table. This will bring the table formatting toolbar, and that table formatting toolbar you can select the formats of the table in the desired format. Okay, so here the part 4 ends, and in next class we will see part 5, how to print a document and how to insert shapes in our Word file. Okay, thank you children.